It's the first thing you pull out when you get into an accident, but the kind you have makes a huge difference. There's two types, Michigan's no-fault insurance, and then there's pure tort. 38 states across the country use that. Steve Gursten with Michigan Auto Law will tell you it's complicated, but here's one big difference between the two.
In a pure tort state, you're going to get compensated for your broken wrist. In Michigan, depending on how that broken wrist has impaired your life, you may get compensation, but you may get nothing.
The cost of insurance in Michigan, another reason. The co-sponsor of this bill says it's time to repeal Michigan's no-fault system.
We are the highest cost insurance, auto insurance in the country because of the cost drivers in the system, which are unlimited lifetime medical care that cost exorbitant rates by comparison to what healthcare pays for the same thing. Repealing it actually makes a lot of sense.
Proponents of the no-fault system point to the benefits, including this: all medical care up to a lifetime, paid for. Victims get wage loss for up to 3 years. No-fault gives people the option of replacement services. That means help to pay for things like snow removal and lawn services if the person was in a catastrophic accident. Home care and medical mileage covering trips to the doctor's office. Also a benefit of no fault. But all of that comes with a price.
With a pure tort state, people's auto insurance drops by more than half overnight. Because no fault is great, but it's expensive, and people don't really understand the benefits that it offers until normally it's too late and they've been injured in a car accident.
Half of Detroit's population is set to be uninsured, Gursten points out. More than 1 million drivers in Michigan are uninsured, something supporters of this latest bill argue is the reason for change. But Lansing correspondent Tim Skubic says this is an uphill battle.
Yes, they are complaining about the high cost of insurance, but they are not saying change the no-fault system. So going back to a tort system might be DOA. At least one Detroit lawmaker told me that earlier today.
Now, you may remember Mayor Duggan was actually supporting something called D-Insurance to provide a lower cost for Detroiters. That was defeated just a few months ago. We contacted the mayor's office for comment about this latest bill. He was out of town and unavailable to talk to us. But the bottom line is, just because the mayor supported lower insurance rates for Detroiters doesn't mean that he supports pure tort, which this is kind of an extreme version where you're wiping away all the issues and qualities of no fault. Not everybody's on board with this, so it's going to be an uphill battle.
I think a lot of people want to know more about it because while they're happy about the idea of lower insurance premiums, if you are a victim of a car crash, perhaps disabled completely, they're worried about losing those benefits. You
make a really good point. Steve Gursten says, look, the 1 to 2% of people who end up in catastrophic accidents where they're unable to live their life the way they were before will tell you the praises of Michigan's no-fault qualities, the fact that they get the help they need. Unless you're one of those people who wants to take that risk, then you don't realize the benefits.